Your Majesty, good morning and
Great
welcome to Kenya.
to see you again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Finally.
Finally.
Mr. President,
Thank you. Welcome. Very nice to see you. Thank you.
good to see you.
Beautiful to be back here.
Mfalme wa Uholanzi Willem Alexander ameanza ziara yake rasmi ya siku 3 nchini Kenya.
This is the Chief of Defense Forces. Very nice to meet you. This is the Governor of Nairobi. Very nice. Honor of the
Aliwasili siku ya Jumatatu na kupokelewa na naibu wa rais Profesa Kithure Kindiki katika uwanja wa kimataifa wa Jomo Kenyatta. Mapema leo asubuhi amepokelewa rasmi na Rais William Ruto katika ikulu ya Nairobi. Mfalme huyo akiandamana na malkia Maxima walipokelewa kitaifa na kuandaliwa gwaride rasmi ya kijeshi. Na katika hotuba yake ya kwanza, Mfalme Willem Alexander amepongeza ushirikiano wa muda mrefu wa Kenya na Uholanzi na kutaka uhusiano huo kuimarishwa hata zaidi. Hata hivyo, mfalme alimwambia mwenyeji wake Rais William Ruto kuhakikisha haki za kibinadamu za Wakenya zinaheshimiwa vilivyo. Amesema kila Mkenya anahitaji utawala na uwajibikaji bora wa utendaji kazi.
We believe in the future of Kenya, a future that will be determined by the Kenyan people. With a population whose average age is 20, your country is fortunate that it can rely on the ideas and energies of millions of young citizens. The people of Kenya, like those of the Netherlands, want their rights as free citizens to be respected and their voices to be heard. I'm pleased that our country's strong and mature relationship allows us to devote attention during this visit to issues like human rights, good governance, and accountability. We're grateful to have the opportunity to discuss the concerns that exist in these areas. Later this morning, at the Ambassador's residence, we will be meeting young Kenyans to hear their views on recent developments. What opportunities do they see to build a bright future for the country they love? A future in which everyone can participate on an equal footing. Legal certainty has a fundamental role to play in this respect and is also essential for Kenya's economic development. Our visit reflects the full breadth of our partnership and the dialogue between us. We are very much looking forward to the coming days. And this will be a wonderful opportunity, Mr. President, to meet Kenyans from many different backgrounds and to foster even closer ties between our two countries. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention and thank you very much for your hospitality.
Thank you.
Mfalme vile amesema Uholanzi na Kenya itazidi kushirikiana kwa masuala kadhaa ikiwemo biashara, utalii, kilimo, maji na usalama. Kauli ya mfalme iliungwa mkono na Rais William Ruto.
Our discussions also focused on deepening cooperation in climate action, regional security, and people-to-people connections, particularly in education, tourism, and women's empowerment, ensuring that our collaboration aligns with global sustainable development goals and Kenya's national priorities. Their Majesties and I also debriefed on the peace and security challenges around the world and urged for strengthening of collective action and pacific settlement of disputes based on respect of the UN Charter. At the time of fraying partnerships, I urge their Majesties to maintain Netherlands' commitment to the principles of global solidarity and subsidiarity. In particular, I implore their Majesties to extend support to the 8th replenishment of the UN Global Fund as it seeks to mobilize resources to battle difficult global health challenges. To further consolidate our partnership, we have directed our ministers of foreign affairs to convene bilateral political consultations tomorrow to define their clear pathways for cooperation in regional peace and security, climate change, multilateral engagement, and strategic development partnerships. These discussions will provide a structured framework for tackling global challenges together and strengthening our diplomatic ties.
Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our three-day state visit to Kenya, I would like to thank you, Mr. President, for your kind invitation. Our visit reflects the strong and equal relationship that has developed between our countries across a broad range of areas. We work together successfully in many different fields. As trading partners, as partners for security and stability, as investors in sustainable development, as problem solvers in the food and water sectors, and, not least, as like-minded countries in the United Nations. This is illustrated by the operational sphere of our embassy in Nairobi, our largest mission in Africa, whose activities extend across the entire region. Our diplomatic ties go back more than 60 years, and Kenya's extraordinary development over those decades has been highly impressive. Kenya is a self-assured nation that is proud of its economic performance, its democracy and institutions, and its constructive and impactful international role. We attach great value to our cooperation with Kenya. This visit shows just how closely our interests are aligned and how strong our ties have become. And not just our governments, but also our businesses, our NGOs, and the many private partners in Kenya and the Netherlands who have teamed up on joint initiatives.
Katika ikulu ya Nairobi, Mfalme Willem na Rais William Ruto vilevile walitia saini mikataba kadhaa ya maelewano. Baadaye mfalme atakutana na kuzungumza na vijana katika ubalozi wa Uholanzi jijini Nairobi, ikizingatiwa kuwa 75% ya idadi ya watu nchini Kenya wana umri wa miaka 35 kurudi chini. Mazungumzo hayo yataangazia haki za kibinadamu nchini Kenya, uongozi bora na demokrasia. Pia mfalme atakutana na kufanya mazungumzo na zaidi ya wafanyabiashara 50, taasisi na mashirika yasiyo ya kiserikali. Kevin Sewe, Mwanzo TV.